This is the terrifying moment an officer arrives just in time to stop a violent attack in broad daylight. As he steps out of his vehicle, he immediately sees a man on top of a woman in the middle of the street. The officer draws his weapon and repeatedly orders the suspect to get down and drop the knife.
Drop the knife! Sir, drop the knife! Hey, back up! Back up!
The woman manages to crawl away, but the suspect appears to ignore every command. Within seconds, the officer is forced to react, bringing the man to the ground before he can hurt anyone else. Even after the threat is stopped, the officer keeps his weapon trained on him until backup arrives, and the scene is finally secured. At first, everything appears normal as these two men travel down a quiet road. But within seconds, the situation changes completely. A white vehicle suddenly pulls alongside them and blocks their path, while a man can be seen standing near the road. Realizing this could be an attempted hijacking, the driver makes a split-second decision and refuses to stop. But his passenger panics, opens the door, and jumps out while the vehicle is still moving. The driver has no time to turn back. He immediately accelerates away from the scene, constantly checking his mirrors to see whether the suspects are following him. He continues driving at speed through the narrow and winding roads, trying to put as much distance as possible between himself and the attackers. These soldiers thought mounting a powerful helicopter machine gun on a fixed stand would make it easier to control. But the moment it fires, the recoil proves them completely wrong. The entire weapon jerks violently, throwing the operator backward and spinning the mount around. With no proper stabilization, the gun continues swinging unpredictably as everyone nearby keeps their distance. Luckily, the firing stops before anyone gets hurt. What looks like a normal sewer line excavation has suddenly turned into a desperate rescue. Somewhere beneath this thick mud, a worker appears to be trapped, and every movement of the excavator could either save him or make the situation even worse. The operator lowers the bucket inch by inch, while the workers inside the trench guide him with hand signals. Notice how close they are standing to the heavy machine. They are trying to remove the soil without striking the person believed to be underneath. This tense scene begins with a man hanging from a tree while people below desperately try to help him. One brave bystander climbs onto a vehicle and reaches up, hoping to support his weight and pull him to safety. But instead of accepting the help, the man pushes him away and continues struggling. The rescuer refuses to give up and tries to approach him again. This frightening CCTV footage shows a woman being attacked inside an elevator. The man appears to force her onto the floor while she desperately tries to protect herself. Just as the situation becomes more dangerous, a security guard notices what is happening and quickly steps inside. The attacker immediately turns toward the guard and tries to fight him, but the guard refuses to back away. While the woman moves to a safer corner, the guard places himself between her and the attacker. The man continues acting aggressively and repeatedly tries to approach them. He then keeps the attacker under control until more help can arrive. Thanks to the guard's fast response and courage, the woman is moved away from danger and the attacker is stopped before the situation becomes even worse.